So 2019 has just begun. Take it like a blank page that has been given to you. Whatever you imagine, you have the right tools to create. You have the colors, you have the paint to put anything that you want to put on this page. It doesn't matter how 2018 was for you or the years before. This is a blank page that has been given to you. It's the year that most people have been talking about, saying next year this time I will be like this. I want you to know that everything that you thought you could be is very possible. But the question is, are you going to be a participant in it? This is what I want to tell you about 2019. It is an awesome year, just like any other year before. Because like I said, there isn't much difference. It's just the difference is in the numbers. Is it 8 or is it 9? So what I want you to understand is there is something that you can begin to do right now. As you're listening to this message, anywhere you are, right now there is something that you can begin to do. I understand for some of you right now, you might have gone through some circumstances that have left you depressed, stressed, worried, or even with nothing. But I want you to understand there is something that you still have that can make your life to become better than you ever thought it could be. And that is the power that is locked in the inside of you. There is something, a gift that we were given, which no other animal or creature has been given except us. And that gift is the gift of imagination. Genesis 13 verse 14. Abraham meets up with God after he's been separated from Lot. The first thing God says to Abraham is, lift up your eyes from where you are. Where was Abraham? Abraham was in a state where he had just had a quarrel with his nephew, as the servants were fighting together. In other words, he was in a place where his company was in ruins. He had to divide whatever he had. He had to divide the shares. He had to go to another city where he had to look for new opportunities. He had to rebuild himself from where he was, because his nephew Lot had chosen the better place. He had taken the remaining place. We didn't have much resources, didn't have much clients, didn't have a lot of people. But now here he's thinking that maybe this is going to be tough for me. But listen to the first thing that God tells you. He's in a place just like where you are right now. He says to him, lift up your eyes from where you are. As far as your eyes can see, that will I give to you. I want you to understand that imagination is the greatest gift that has been given to mankind. Imagination has nothing to do with where you are. Right now you might be in a place where you've just been divorced. You might be in a place where you are supposed to go for a court case. You might be in prison. I don't know where you are right now. Your car might have broken down. Your children might have gone astray. But I want you to understand that imagination is what makes us infinite beings. Imagination is not limited. You can imagine the courts of Pharaoh even if you are in the dungeon. Imagination is unlimited. It's an unlimited force. Imagination is more powerful than intelligence, because for some of you, you might not be educated. You might have failed in school, but imagination is more powerful than education. I want you to understand that you have to lift up your eyes from where you are. If you can see it, you can be there. I remember watching a movie by the title of X-Men. There was one guy who had the ability to teleport. But there was a time when they wanted to get into a certain building, and he said, I cannot go where I am not seeing. This is what I want you to understand. Wherever you want to go, wherever you are thinking you want to be, wherever you want to be in life, you cannot go unless you see it. As long as you're still looking at your current circumstances, where things are not working, the money is not enough, the children don't have school fees, there is no food in the house. As long as you're still looking on your current circumstances, you are never going to leave your current circumstance. You stay in that current state because you can only go where you can see. So if you're only seeing no money, if you're only seeing no husband, if you're only seeing no children, you are going to stay in that state. But when you tap into the power of imagination, you begin to lift from your circumstance. You begin to shift your eyes from where you are, and you begin to see a world unimaginable to a mere man. A world that no man can ever think that you can ever be. But if you can see it, the universe will give it to you. It's a law that God has placed in the universe. What a wonderful law. The law of imagination. Imagination is the door of creation, quote unquote, limurila. Imagination is what you use to create the world that you want to live in. So I want you to understand today that you might think you have nothing, but I have come to tell you today that you still have something that is in the inside of you, and that is the ability to imagine. He is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that you can ever ask or imagine. So I want you to understand today, it is the time you step out of your place of crying, this place of insecurity, the place of obscurity, and you tap into the realm of infinite realm, the realm of imagination, where everything you want is possible. It is possible for you today. It's a new year, brand new year for you. It's time you begin to imagine. Early in the morning before you start your day, sit back, put your mind at ease, and begin to imagine. And the universe will make sure that it comes to you, because that is the law that God has placed in it. I hope this has blessed you. Now rise up, go out there and become legendary.